Gotta get up, gotta get out. Grab the world by the throat and shout. Gotta find it, get us a share. Making bread out of nothing but air. Riding high and hitting the ground. Catching a penny, but missing the pound. Doesn't matter, cause we'll soon turn it around. Soon as we get home. Bread, we make it and we take it home. Bread, nothing's gonna break it home. We'll keep it in the family. We'll be right at home.
I like rivers. When we were kids, we used to go to Parkgate. That's on the river. In those days, the fishing boats used to come and unload all the fluke on the shore. And Joey and I used to throw them back into the river. We felt sorry for them.
Aren't we lucky to be happy?
Why aren't you pregnant yet?
No.
Perhaps it's because you don't want to be.
Now, why would I feel like that?
Because you've done it all before. With him, your husband.
Jack, not all this again.
But I haven't done it all before.
You're full of hang-ups about my past, and that's what it is, Jack. Past.
You're not on the pill, are you?
Do you really think I would cheat you like that?
I don't know. Women are like space. 5 minutes thinking about it and you go bananas.
You're uptight, my darling, because your mother's in hospital. But she'll be fine, you know that.
I'm together about that now. That's all sorted. It's you. According to all the little books, you should be pregnant.
Perhaps it's fate. I do have my job, and after all, it does hold...
I don't want to hear that, all right? Listen to me. Sky. Sea. World. I, Jack Boswell. I'm going to come back here one day soon. And I'll park my Mercedes right here. And my kids will walk along this promenade with their nanny. And they won't have to nick ice lollies. No. They'll
have their own ice lolly factory. Do you hear us out there, River, Sky, World? Do you hear us?
Right, this could be called a family meeting. We do have a bit of a crisis, as you know.
Bit of a crisis? Mum's in hospital. A strange man comes and sits on her bed and calls her Nellie, darling. Dad's disappeared, and Lila Lil's plodding up and down the ward looking for their lover, who happens to be our dad, and our mum's husband.
Yeah, thank you, Billy. You put the whole entire situation into one succinct sentence. Now, what we have to discuss is, what are we going to do about it all?
Well, speaking as a monogamous man, I think we should take Lila Lil and the man in question and give them a good quick kick up the arse. Close the case.
We have to consider the fact that when the man did call her Nellie, darling, she didn't exactly fall back on the pillow yelling unhand me, did she?
So you're saying that Mum fancies him?
No, I'm not saying that at all. There are finer things. If you dig right down into the dark recess of your brain, you might unearth words like romance.
That's adultery, that is.
We'll dig a bit deeper, Billy.
Maybe Adrian's right. Maybe Mum likes the man. I mean, she must have been meeting him, and we know about Dad and Lilo Lil. So why don't we just ignore the whole situation?
Because it's wrong, that's why.
You're living with someone that's wrong too.
I've asked her to marry me, and if and when she does, that'll be it.
Yeah, I don't think you can be that sure, Jack. I mean, God knows. None of us know what we'll do as each blow comes along.
First blow that came along for me was Julie's voice. Sounded like a little clock chiming for the first 6 months. Then one morning I found myself having breakfast with Big Ben.
The thing is, Jack, I mean, women have this element of surprise. I mean, when I gave this...
Oh, not the ring again.
Well, I was going to use the tragic story of this ring to illustrate my theory about women and to substantiate your anecdote. However, as there's so much rolling of the eyes and you're all in danger of becoming cross-eyed, I won't bother.
I presume we've abandoned the whole subject now. We're just going to leave things as they are, eh? Say nothing?
I think so, Joey. It's their lives.
Well, if it's at the Nellie Darling stage, we're too late, aren't we?
I don't see an answer anyway, Joey.
There is an answer. I've given it to you. Boot the pair of them.
You mean so that Mum can get on with her exciting little life waiting for a wayward husband to turn up?
It's wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you're outvoted, Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, from now on, we act as if nothing has happened, okay?
Right.
Have you got that, Billy?
He kissed her on the cheek. I hate people who kiss the cheek. You usually find that they wash their hands all the time and gargle a lot.
There was a time when my face had its good days and bad days.
Remember, you've had an operation. Anyway, you've got a pretty face.
At the moment, it's going to its own funeral.
Nonsense. Just wait a few days.
Oh, it's all right for you young ones. Time is not a problem. You've got all the gifts of youth. Smooth skin, clear eyes, firm muscles, everything in its place.
You've got all those things too.
Yes, but I could get up in the morning, could all fall into a heap on the floor.
Right. There you are. Are you having lunch, Mrs. Boswell?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm not having the rubbish they give you in here. I'll have the rubbish my daughter brings in.
Good morning, nurse.
Good morning.
I brought you some things. Flowers, fruit, nut chocolate, grapes, of course, and a packet of scented cloths.
I have everything I need, thank you. My family sees to that. You're stressing my stitches.
You won't let me be a friend, will you? You won't let me.
Friend? How can you be a friend? You cavort with my husband in that shed. You're mesmerizing me, don't...
Oh, don't let's go through that again. My poor chest is suffering a severe inferiority complex. And me with not much earth time left.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you're dying. It's a sympathy catcher. People are dying. Don't go round being a raving tot!
Come on. You know as well as I do that my hormones will go on living after I'm gone. They're like the seeds in the forest. They'll ride with the wind. They'll take root in the soil and multiply with every yellow spring that manages to fight its way through the thick fog of man's pollution and destruction. You know that as well as I do.
That is not God's way. Why would he allow the likes of me to perish forever and the likes of you to go round and round like a dandelion clock?
Because if he left your hormones in charge of his universe, it would be like building an enormous bonfire and having nothing to light it with. Look, must we go on like this? I came to see how you were.
You came to see if he had come back.
I don't have to come on the ward to catch him. I can do that standing at the reception.
My husband, my children's father.
I'm so sorry, wrong ward. Do forgive me.
We should unite, you and I. We're women. We're of the same kind. We think alike. We suffer alike. We shave our legs and spend a third of our lives fighting off PMT. That thing that they've whipped out of you. I sure I have one of them too. Not that it's ever done any good for me. I have no children. I've spent my life praying for children.
I like your honesty. But we're more different than you say. I am not
You're not a tart, I know. At least not on the outside. But what about the inside?
My inside has the same principles as my outside.
I am hard and blatant. And my emotions pour out of me like a burst water main. Whereas you're like that man that just came in. I'm so sorry. Wrong ward, do forgive me. He was in the right ward, all right. But he wouldn't admit it. Neither of you would admit it.
Oh, Adrian, it's a ring.
Yes, it's a ring.
An engagement ring?
An engagement ring, yes.
A proposal of marriage?
Well, yes.
You didn't ask me.
No, well, this is asking you.
Why couldn't you ask me?
Well, the ring is me. I am the ring. We're asking you. Will you marry me? Why have you given me this? It's a biro.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The biro is me. I am the biro. And Will's saying no, I won't.
Now, you'll like this. You'll like it. She's great.
You said that about all the others. All 33 of them.
She's really real. You know what I mean? Straight off the street, straight out of life.
Okay, let's go.
You think I don't know, don't you, Giles? But I do know. There's nothing I don't know. I've always known.
God, this script's awful.
And knowing has been painful. If I hadn't
Is this the
known.
best you could do?
You
Well,
don't
there are
know
others, but
things.
she is authentically
No,
pregnant.
wouldn't you, Giles? But I do know.
Hasn't she already said that?
And I know that my child knows. Because my child knows what I know.
Cut! Could somebody get me a black coffee and my antidepressant pills, please?
Do you realise, Billy, that you do more mileage in reverse than going forwards?
I keep overshooting.
Thank God you didn't get a job as a pilot.
It's all right, isn't it? Good money, good perks, good fun.
I don't know about the money, Billy. Yeah, it's good fun if you're an idiot. The only perks I can see is that we live on bloody pizzas.
Well, if you wanted to. I mean, I know you don't, but if you wanted to get married, we could do it with this job.
It's not exactly what I planned for myself, Billy. The sandwich business sounded better. At least it was yours.
It's still mine. I'm paying someone to run it. I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of many eggs in many baskets.
The more eggs, the more baskets, the more breakages, Billy.
Hey, what's this? What's all this then?
Well, you said when you got this job with this posh company van that we could go out into the country and do romantic things. You spend more time in reverse than going forwards.
That's away. My next delivery's to the caretaker at Speak Hall, and we have to drive down a long, leafy lane.
It's Mrs. Cullen.
Come in, Mrs. Cullen. The door is open. Hi.
Is she all right, your man?
She's fine. Everything is fine.
I did hear from number 54.
Oh, yeah.
Number 14 told her that number 26 said she'd had everything removed.
Yes, well, not everything.
Oh, well. She's better without it. At her age.
We're just going in to see her, actually. I'm just waiting for the gang now.
Does her brother go to see her then?
Her brother?
Only called the other day. Left a note for her. Grey-haired. Been good looking at some time or other.
Yeah, her brother. Yes, Mrs. Cullen, he does go and see her. Now, if you don't mind, there are a few things I need to be getting on with. It's difficult for the ship without a helmsman, thank you.
Give her this, will you? It's some little thing. Personal. Nothing much. Just a thought.
Thanks, Mrs. Cullen. Thanks a lot.
We'll resume battle when she's better. I don't believe in kicking people when they're down.
You ready, Adrian?
Oh, what's Frosty Nickers doing here then?
What's up, son? What have you done?
Somebody's gate, he sprang back at me.
You mean you went charging through it as per usual? Why don't you calm down, Billy?
I can't. If I don't keep moving, I fall asleep.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever known anyone that's taken so long to shift from being a boy to being a man. Get a move on, will you, sunshine?
I don't want to talk about it. Just carry on. As if I wasn't here.
Oh! I don't understand people. They ring up and order pizzas and then they set traps for you. Gates, holes, dogs. There's one house in Allerton. It's got 2 ton of Rottweiler hanging over the gate. Its teeth are permanently on show. And in the window they've got a huge sticker saying peace.
Yeah, well, you just be careful, will you? I don't have to start dealing with dog bites.
I've only been there once. I just gave the dog all the pizzas and legged it back to the van.
The usual integrity.
So what would you have done then, Superforce?
The question doesn't arise since I would never be delivering pizzas.
Oh, no, I forgot. You'd be sitting amongst the buttercups somewhere writing crap poetry.
OK, that's enough, you two. Ah, only Jack and we can be on our way.
I didn't get the part in the film.
Oh,
it's all right. I'm not going to cry off us. It's all right.
Princess, something else will come along, you'll see.
I gave the ring to Irene.
Oh, wow. He's fast. It only took him 2 months.
She gave it back to me.
Oh, God, Adrian, I am sorry.
I wanted to be a model anyway, not a film star.
I'm only telling you now so that we can get the family dramas over in one deluge.
Sorry I'm a bit late. How's Mam?
She's #1, Jack. I said we'd be there soon.
What's the matter with these two?
Irene's turned him down and the film company have turned her down.
Would you like me to go and borrow an orchestra from the Philharmonic? That way you could set the news to music. You could do a merry little dance and throw streamers in the air while you tell us.
We did ask. Those that ask get.
So, you two are going through a rough time. Well, it comes to us all. I had one the other day. Mam had one yesterday. Aveline's having one today, and Joey will probably have one tomorrow.
I'm always having one.
And he is always having one. Because he's got a dog that's cut loose from his brain and living a life of its own! So, let's talk about it before we go and see Mam.
I didn't get the film part, but I'm not bothered. I'm too good for them anyway.
You said it all, sweetheart.
There'll never be anyone else as good as me.
Absolutely not.
They've missed the chance.
They most have definitely missed their chance.
I'm a young Joan Collins. That's what they're afraid of.
Oh, that is most decidedly what they're afraid of. Yeah.
Except that I'm natural.
It's too complicated.
Nothing is too complicated for this family to discuss, so come on.
After all, we always manage to sift through our Billy's sludge, don't we?
Yeah, I'll be brief.
That would help, yes.
I asked Irene to marry me. And she said she was a biro. And the answer's no.
Oh, well, if she's a biro, that alters everything. Doesn't that alter everything, Joey?
Without question, yeah.
I told you it was too complicated.
Life is complicated. I'd rather be dead. If I knew what being dead was like.
Being dead means keeping your gob shut, Billy. You wouldn't like it.
Anyway, if anyone wants to buy an engagement ring, 18 carat, 2 diamonds on the cross.
Why is it that I have all the luck with women? I mean, Connie can't wait to get her hands on me.
Don't, Adrian.
I mean, I'm not the best looking one, am I?
It's all Oswald's fault. If he hadn't made me pregnant, I'd have got the lead part.
I suppose the fact that I have a baby makes me more attractive. It's sort of proof, isn't it?
Proof of what?
Proof that his job is not the only part of him that's unreliable.
Listen, we planned that baby. Julie and me planned it.
How come you planned it before you planned the wedding?
We planned the baby before the wedding because we wanted to know what we were letting ourselves in for if we got married.
You mean you planned a baby to find out that what you were letting yourselves in for if you got married was a divorce?
Precisely.
He's really pleased with that analysis. He's like the idiot who goes to his doctor with a broken leg. And he's really chuffed because he comes out with a prescription for cough mixture.
Come on, everybody. Have you all got yourselves sorted? Billy, where's that scented soap you promised to take Mam?
I put it down over there, and Aveline did the washing up with it.
I didn't.
I saw you. That's why we had mashed potatoes with gardenia on it.
All right, enough now. Out! We've got Grandad to pick up yet. Take the flowers. All right.
It's their loss, not mine.
Joey. When Roxy let you down, you know, well, no. No, not exactly let you down.
She let me down. They are the right words, Sonia.
Did you have a deep, wide, gaping hole in your guts?
I did, yeah.
And did you feel as if you were detached from everybody? And everything?
That was it.
And sounds like voices and music and, well, everything. Did they all sound far away? So that even though you join in and listen and laugh, in fact, you were not really there.
You've forgotten about the chest pains? The lump in the throat? The blurred vision?
And did you feel, basically, that you were a little bit dead?
A lot dead, Adrian.
Thanks, Joey.
Come on, Mam's waiting. Okay, let's go. Okay, Grandad, we're ready to move.
You'll have to wait. My stomach is fighting for its life.
You just had your lunch, Grandad.
Lunch? You call that lunch? What did you cook it with? Eau de cologne?
Yeah, well, Aveline is, she's not gifted in a culinary way, Grandad. I have to admit that.
And the pudding was even worse. Was it normal or unleaded?
You get indigestion.
Anything I get is better than what I've got now. I can hear my stomach sobbing from here.
Come on, Grandad, Mum's waiting.
Where's my parcel? It was here on this table.
What does it look like?
Grapes, of course. What else do you take to a hospital?
Are these they? Squashed?
Oh, give 'em here. She'll not notice all that crap they get in there.
You come with me, Grandad.
Why do we have to take all of them? It's like a bloody funeral.
Always goes on things, Grandad. It saves all the quarrelling.
Beautiful, Derek, all one colour. I like that. It's thoughtful.
You look as if you're coping today.
No, I am. It still comes as a shock to a woman, then. Party with essential little bits of her anatomy. Means so many things. The end of childbearing. The end of youth, if you like. The end of womanhood.
Well, it doesn't look like the end from where I'm sitting. You're anxious. Why? It's not 4 o'clock yet.
Well, they come at different times. It depends on the state of harmony amongst them.
I'll go then, my darling. You'll be going home tomorrow?
Yes.
I'll see less of you from now on.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum.
Greetings.
Yes, I'm in the wrong room. Sorry.
No problem. It's a big place. Lots of corridors.
Yes, thank you. I'm so sorry to disturb you.
Who's he then?
Oh, he's
He told you,
here,
Grandad, he got lost.
Running amok in the hospital. He wants reporting.
Not for you, Mum.
Oh, it's like Christmas.
Oh, it might be like Christmas to you. I haven't seen anything that looks like food on my tray yet. When are you coming out?
Tomorrow, love. I'm coming back tomorrow.
Oh, thank God for that. Can you manage on a high stool by the cooker?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, to coming home. What's from Mrs. Cullen? Face firmer.
So how do you feel, man?
Oh, wonderful, Joey. Well, how are you all?
Fine, no problem.
Everything all right, Joey?
Nothing to report, man.
Roxy, she phoned?
No.
She never phones.
Jack?
Everything's great, ma'am. There's a card in there from Leonora.
Connie's always phoning me.
I'm glad you're happy, son. But don't trust it. You have to keep your eyes on happiness.
Right, got you.
Aveline, love, did you have your film tests?
Well, they chose someone else, ma'am.
Oh, sweetheart.
But I'm too good for them anyway. They'll never get anyone else as good as me. They missed the chance. I'm a young Joan Collins. That's what they're afraid of. Except I'm natural.
Never mind, sweetheart. It wasn't meant to be.
It's their loss.
Yes, it is, love. Billy?
I'm just waiting for her to say I'm not bothered.
I'm not bothered. They'll be sorry, not me.
Oh, will someone shut her up?
Everything's up top, ma'am. I have my new job, got a bit of money in my pocket. Connie can't keep her hands off me, it's all up top.
Do you want to talk about it?
I brought you a pizza.
I love you, ma'am.
Oh, well, look, I'll open all the rest when you've gone. I'll take me time, and I'll think about each one.
Who's that man, then?
Which man, Grandad?
The man who was here said he was lost or something.
We've discussed that one, Grandad.
Is he your fancy man, then?
Now, Grandad, that is most definitely out of order.
Not everyone has an Edie Matheson in their life, Grandad.
I was ill once. I had my appendix out, and Edie Matheson was just chucking me under the chin when your granny came in. And Edie Matheson said to her, "I'm in the wrong room. I'm so sorry to disturb you."
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what people say, isn't it? It's known as a stock phrase, Grandad.
Yes, he is. He is my fancy man. I've caught up with the goings-on of today a bit late, perhaps. And it wasn't easy for me. I understand if you disapprove or disapprove myself. But yes, he is my fancy man.
It's going to be bloody lively round that table from now on.
I'm waiting for you.
I'm coming. Only this has to be done tonight.
I think I might propose to you again.
I think I can cope.
I don't care which comes first, the baby or the wedding.
5 minutes. I'm sorry, my darling.
Eric and Hattie make a comedy match in heaven next on Gold, as we stick something funny on with Sykes next.
The game's getting out, 'cause someone's stealing you a losing card. Riding high and hitting